Yeah. But, is he doing that loudspeaker or is that good? Okay, so yeah, it's good.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the last day of school. All right. So that probably comes with mixed emotions. Some of you might be excited, some of you might be sad, but that's okay. So today, need your attention. We have a lot to get through, so remember, expected audience. Quiet when somebody's ready to talk up there. All right. In case you're new to Green Valley, maybe not new, but you're in your first year as kindergarten students, Green Valley, here we like to do an end of the year assembly just to kind of recap some of the things and celebrate a year of hard work. So we have some different things that we'll take a look at today, some people that are going to be sharing some things, and just take the opportunity to really celebrate. You've done an excellent job. We're proud of everyone. So we are starting with a 5th grade performance of Eye of the Tiger. All right. We have a young lady that's up here ready to speak, and you're not going to be able to hear her. You have to be quiet, please.
Everyone is challenged at some point in their life. It is how we handle or rise up to the challenge that defines us. The Rocky character in the movies of the same name shows us to never give up. His fighting spirit can be found in us all. This song inspires that feeling. It is entitled "Eye of the Tiger."
Rising up, out on the street. Take my time, took my chances. When the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. And you see, eye of the tiger is a thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat. Hanging tough, staying hungry. Exactly how still we take to the street for the kill with the skill to survive. Rising up, straight to the top. At the dust, got the glory. When the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. They see, eye of the tiger is a
fifth grade, wonderful performance. So as they're taking their seats, we will start. This slide was from back on, I think it was September, I want to say 4th. So September, we had what we have called a Green Valley family gathering where we all came in and we started to talk about some things, and we started with expected behaviors. And you may have remembered a slide where we were saying, whoa, where we said, yeehaw! And if there was an expected behavior, we said yeehaw. And so we started to talk about expectations, responsibility, caring, all those things that we also call character traits. And so every time that we met here, which was a number of times throughout the school year, we had talked about one of those character traits. Okay? So here was our slide, and we all did that. You did a great job. And then we have talked about some of these things. And if you remember, we had an assembly where we went over caring and giving back, and we celebrated all of the things that we did. It was probably in November, December, and different fundraisers that we had done. We had given a lot of books to a school in Reading, and we just really took the time and we celebrated. So as part of that, the staff here at Green Valley, we do what is called casual for a cause. And you may have seen your teachers throughout the year and different staff members that were wearing jeans on Fridays and looked a little more comfortable. And so what the staff does is we donate some money to be able to do that every Friday. And then we total up all that money and we give that to an organization or a foundation, and we do that for a good cause. So we call that casual for a cause. This year, we totaled up that money, and we decided that we were going to donate that money to the United Mitochondrial Disease Foundation. Right? It's a disease that affects certain people throughout the whole world, and this is a really good cause. And so money that we contribute goes towards research and different things. It depends on the organization. So on behalf of this organization, today we have Mr. and Mrs. Osterberry. They came, they have a little girl, Grace, who is battling mitochondrial disease. And so on behalf of the organization, they came here today to accept the check that we have from all of the staff members here and our donations for Capital for a Cause. So we'd like for them to come up. This is Brian's nephew. He came up to help receive this check. It's pretty heavy. It's a big one. Right? So on behalf of the Green Valley staff, we would like to present you with this check for the organization for the amount of $1,900.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. From the bottom of our hearts, we can't thank you enough. We don't have words to say. To tell you how thankful we are for going along this journey with us and with our Grace. I just want to tell you a little bit about mitochondrial disease. Mitochondrial disease is a genetic disease that 1 year ago, our family did not even know existed. Grace suffers from OG, Albers-Huttenlocher syndrome, the most severe case of mitochondrial disease that affects 1 in 250,000 people. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of our cell. It's just like a battery, similar to your battery on your tablet or your phone. You all have a battery to keep you running, walking, talking, and eating. Grace had the dysfunction in her mitochondria. So as she gets tired or sick, she begins to lose those functions. With your amazing help and your donations, we hope to find a cure for our Grace and for other families fighting this terrible disease. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone.
All right, thank you so much. So we have a few other individuals, maybe groups to recognize. The first one is our homeschool association. And we have a couple of our officers and members here. I just wanted to really take the time to say thank you to them. Our homeschool association is made up of parents of students that are sitting here. And all of the special things that happen at Green Valley, a lot of them, happen because of the efforts and the time that some of those parents that are involved in HSA, they dedicate their time to make that happen. So if you think back to like the Spring Festival, there's a lot of special things that happen for the staff, luncheons and things that we get, and that doesn't just magically happen. So our HSA, let's give them a big round of applause. I also need to recognize a special person that is on the Homeschool Association, and that is Mrs. Cole. And Mrs. Cole is on her way out of her position. And she has just been here for a number of years. I remember sitting over here as a teacher, and Mrs. Cole got up and she presented the idea of us raising money to get the pavilion that is outside. And so all of the hard work that went into that and money that was donated was able to provide our nice pavilion that we have with picnic tables outside. And that was just like one of the things in the beginning. And she was president of the HSA, and she has really just done a lot for us. So this is cool. I also would like to thank all of the teachers and the staff at Green Valley this year. Every day, it's like a show. You get to come to school and you go to your classroom and your teacher and staff members are performing for you every day. And I hope that their performance throughout the whole entire year has been moving and worth celebrating, and hopefully in August you come and you pay for your ticket again for the next show, because it's unbelievable what the teachers and the staff do here at Green Valley. They care about you, they love you, and they just want to see you do the best. And if you think about it, you are probably here at school with your teachers and everyone more than you're at home. And I have 2 little girls, and I know that. I spend more time with you than I do with my own family. And that's for everyone. So when we put up here the Green Valley Family Gathering, you are our family. We are one big family. And it doesn't happen without the teachers and staff. So let's give them a round of applause. At our last Green Valley Family Gathering, we called up some individuals that had submitted some different pieces of writing to, oh my God, the Women's Club of Sinking Spring, of Spring Camp. Thank you. It escaped me. So we had some students that came up and we gave them certificates and places that they came in, and they did a wonderful job. We need to ask Mr. Ben Lawrence to come forward, please. So I don't know if Ben realizes this, or if Ben's mom, Mrs. Lawrence, realized this, but Ben's piece went on to the state level. So the entire state of Pennsylvania and all of their pieces that students had submitted and did well. And Ben's poetry took second place in the state of Pennsylvania. Great job to Ben. Good job. Remember, next year you can submit for that. Right? Women's Club, Spring Township. All right. And I have one more award. One more. And that goes, well, actually, we kind of created this one. And what we did is we called it the Perseverance Award. Do we remember what perseverance means? We talked about that at one of our assemblies. Perseverance. Perseverance, remember? Kind of, maybe. Sure. Somebody want to help her? Perseverance. And we persevere, we are doing life.
Perseverance means like if you just went in it for fun or you participated in it instead of just sitting out and not doing it.
Okay, and also perseverance is when times are tough, because remember, things aren't easy all the time. So when times are tough, that you don't give up. You keep pushing through. When you're met with adversity and challenges, keep pushing. You don't whine and cry and say, okay, it's hard. No, you keep pushing. That's called perseverance, and it's tough, and you keep going. So we tried to think of students this year, and there were a lot of them, that would be worthy of this. And it's not necessarily being the top student, it's just you keep pushing. You're trying your best. You've showed improvement. So, what I have here is a signed baseball from, his name is Dave Parkinson, and he's one of the Fightin' Phils players. And we also have here a letter that says that it's 4 tickets to a Fightin' Phils game. And any game that's remaining in the season. So, I asked the teachers, who do you think? Like I said, there were a lot of names that came in. And we narrowed it down to a 5th grade student. And his name is Josh Saxton. Come on out, Josh. And when the teachers were suggesting Josh, they weren't looking at just this year. They've looked at Josh's career here at Green Valley and the growth that he has shown and how hard he has been working across all subjects, not just in your classroom, but in specials and just different things in life, being proud. So congratulations to you, Josh. Well done. All right. We have certain students from grade levels or classes that are going to share some of their memories and what happened this year. Some of their favorite moments, perhaps, or what they were working on with their class and their grade level. So, why don't we start with any fifth graders that were selected? Fifth grade, would you like to come up? You were chosen to speak about the year.
John. Maybe the mic?
I can't believe it has been 180 days since we found out who our teacher and classmates would be for our last day as elementary school students.
We anxiously anticipated what challenges and excitement our fifth grade learning adventure would bring.
This year, it was so cool to have a reading challenge celebration. It was hilarious to see Mr. Stanger and those teachers dressed up in the horse races.
Also, we will always remember Mr. Stinger having to go to jail way up in the sky above the school because he forgot to read. Good thing we completed that goose chase to get him down. Another experience we enjoyed was a new opportunity for fifth grade students, Club Day. We loved coming to school on club days. We were able to choose a club that matched our interest. There was a cooking club where students were able to cook in our 3D kitchen. Knitting club learned how to knit a scarf. Art club created an amazing pattern in a sketchbook. Puzzle club put together a puzzle that will be on display in our library. Just to name a few. We loved that we were able to participate in 2 different clubs this year. Thank you to all the teachers that ran the club. It was an amazing and a memorable experience. Another opportunity fifth graders were able to experience were excited about running the games during Red and White Day for Green Valley students. Mr. T prepared us well and we would be responsible leaders. Some of us were apprehensive to speak in front of the younger students, but we soon found out that the best part was seeing the smiles on the faces of the younger students as they were having a blast with their friends. Well, it's the end of the road. Goodbye.
All right. We have fourth grade.
had Tiger Icing, Dollhouse Murders, Charlotte's Web, Mouse and the Motorcycle, and much, much more. Even though fiction is fake, it could happen, and that makes it so exciting to read.
Oh, this year we went to outer space. We studied all about the solar system and science and used the VR goggles to get a closer look. We saw everything from the sun to the stars, all the way to Pluto.
You. Understanding and learning about economics was so much fun. It's all about how people and countries trade and how we make money.
The American Revolution was a war fought in 1765. That's 254 years ago. We won the war, and that is why everyone in America has freedom today. Huzzah, huzzah!
T. When you see all the trees that planted at Green Valley, think of fourth grade. Because we planted River Birch, Eastern Sycamore, Sugar Maple, and so much more.
H. Do you know what's in Harrisburg? Our state capital. We saw the House of Representatives and the Senate. We even toured the State Museum. It was an amazing experience.
Fourth grade rocks.
Good job. Nice job, guys.
Any third grade students?
What a year we had in third grade. In science, we explored chemical tests, weather, forces of motion, and we all learned a lot about plants, growth, and development. We even grew our lettuce in the school garden.
One of the best parts about being in third grade is the Wax Museum. After reading about famous people, we got to dress up like them and share what we learned.
And we learned our multiplication and division facts. We challenged ourselves to solve problems and persevere through performance tasks.
We loved learning about colonial life on our field trip to Old Dry Road Farm. We enjoyed making candles, playing colonial games, and taking a tour of the farm. What a fabulous year we had in third grade.
Second grade? All right, quiet please.
Miss Chen is a kind and caring teacher who helped us solve our own problems and learn how to be problem solvers. She is forgiving and a good listener who did an awesome job using arts and crafts to help us learn important coping skills. Some projects were beating hands and puzzle pieces on a wall to show how they all fit together. One of the most memorable lessons was the one step lesson that taught us what steps to take when feeling angry. It was fun to see the Wax Museum with her. Mrs. Nelson is a loving and kind music teacher. She always makes music fun with games. It was really exciting learning about music from all over the world. We loved performing in our winter concert because the songs were neat and fun to sing, especially Candle of Hope. So she also encourages us to play the piano. One lesson that was a one lesson that was really interesting was the butterfly, where we learned a new instrument like a glockenspiel, and we got to go to the stations about the life cycle of a butterfly. Mr. John, you are the best custodian and you make our floors squeaky clean. You make us laugh at lunch and fall for our jokes. You clean up our messes. And trust us, we can be messy. You are always happy and that makes us happy. Thanks for the great. To our secretary, thank you for answering our parents' phone calls and keeping things organized and running smoothly. Also, thank you for helping us when the nurse is at lunch. We appreciate all you do for the school. Want to thank Mr. T for making that quite day. We'll always remember how he made all the games we played in PE so much fun. Dog tag, Mission Possible, and Spike Ball. We appreciate him teaching us all about good sportsmanship and that winning isn't everything. We also like that we could participate and jump up for a hog. It always helped make our days better. One thing, Miss Bowler and Mrs. Mom, they always tell us right books, teach us how to read. It's so good. He will always remember listening to the fun stories and helping us learn more about reading. Thank you, Miss Bowler, Miss. Want to thank Miss Angelotti for us that it's been learning how to draw, helping us improve our artwork and encouraging our creativity. We will always remember making the photos because they're such a cool project. However, we also love that we can do a variety of different projects. As we want to thank her for inspiring us to wait always do it. We want to thank Mr. Newman in Discovery. He always helps us to learn new things and create from projects. If we do something wrong, he always helps us. We love to use our imagination and he lets our creativity run wild. We will always remember all the fun activities we created together. Thank you, Mr. Newman.
Good job, second grade. All right, we have some first graders that are coming up. First grade is ready for your time and attention. Please be quiet.
Remember when we did the CF walk? Yeah, that was so much fun. I really liked when we would walk around and read about CF. I really like supporting CF Foundation. CF means Cystic Fibrosis. That must have really helped them, right, Emily? Yep, especially Julia. This year we learned about butterflies. When we got the caterpillars, they were the size of a bee. Caterpillars are not butterflies. They hatch from eggs. We fed them crushed up nuts. 2 weeks later, they were about 2 inches long. Next, they formed a J shape. At the top of the container, we had them. They were ready to form a chrysalis. About 10 days later, they hatched and became butterflies. Last we released them out in the field near the playground. Some flew into the tram. One of them has been living for 8 more days. Some would lay eggs and the life cycle would start all over again. The first grade, we learned all about dinosaurs. We learned that the Troodon steals dinosaur eggs and that the Diplodocus was 90 feet long. We measured the dinosaurs, saw how big they were. We made our own fossils and dug them all up. We saw the print of the dinosaurs. At the end of the dinosaur unit, we made Plato dinosaurs. We got to choose any dinosaur we wanted. We did research to learn all about them and even make a book. I took a pterodactyl. Then we got to take them home. In fourth grade, you will get to go to the Lynxville Science Factory. You will get to be in a dance party. In the factory, you can do a marble run. You can create your own airplane and then you can fly. There's a room with a bunch of mirrors and you can dance. It's the best day ever.
And I think our kindergarten students were going to wait until they were in first grade to share some of their favorite memories. All right. So to go along with some of those memories, we have some pictures here to show you. So looking back at the year, we had our eating challenge, which was completely awesome. Can't believe you put me in jail. And do you know that the handcuffs would not come off of me? They were stuck on my wrist for half the day. I had to go to the fire department to get them off. Don't play around with handcuffs. All right, and then we had Red and White Day just about a week ago. Fantastic job, Mr. T, and our fifth graders that helped run all those games. So we had some cool pictures. I don't know how that got in there. This guy wants to see a video with more pictures. All right, quiet, please. Under the turning point, the board's stuck in the road. Time grabbed you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So let the best stop this test, known as why. It's not a question about a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still pretend you're mine. Hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and this you know trying. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end that's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. And you're looking at us, and it's a step by. You're sunflower, I think you're looking too much. Or you'll be looking at us, and it's a step by. You're sunflower, you're sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you're making me easy. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Every time I'm walking down, I can get really turn around. I want to touch you right now. Even if we gotta get all right now. And I'm scared, you know. You don't want to be alone. I know I was coming up. I said I'm in control. Let me be touched. It's just a fire, it's a fire. I think you're loving me too much. You let me be touched. It's just a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire.
All right. I hope you would agree with me that looking at the year, you see, one, how much we have done, and how cool some of those things have been, whether it was in your classroom or here as an entire building. Really cool stuff, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun this year. So, the fifth grade clubs was actually something new this year to Green Valley. And all fifth grade students had the opportunity to participate in clubs almost once a cycle. And they had a wide variety of things. And you can see some of the pictures here of what they were doing. And we had some students who were back here in the kitchen making things. We had some students that were creating puzzles, working out, dancing. There were a whole lot of choices for students. And it was really cool. And it's something that we plan to keep going because students really enjoyed it. Fifth graders, did you like clubs this year? Awesome. So one of those clubs was the hip hop club, and you did get to see some moves at our kickoff assembly when they got up on stage. If you remember that kickoff assembly to the reading challenge, they got up and they danced. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to bring up the hip hop club right now to show you some of their moves that they worked on. That was under Mrs. Necko's lead.
Sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about what's the deal with this spotlight and when is it gonna fade out? Then you got to realize that the door is not a trend. We got the different melody, we're gonna break till we get the holes in the middle. I'm trying to wear around my neck. All the words you recognize, it's just about respect. There's a murder, goes away, and never going wide. All the mirrors that you get happy. We can every time, come on, and never why. Now we can try to classify the types of things that we do. We're just wondering what we like. We say the same for you. Try to get it all around the animosity. Just worry about those things on your mind. I think you get it to see. It doesn't matter. I'm covered top with the ice around my neck. All the words that you recognize, that's just about respect. Doesn't matter. Because I'm living with my gold and white. Doesn't matter.
Let's hear it for your Green Valley teachers. All right, your Green Valley teachers seriously are the best. How about that? Performance? That is awesome. All right, we have one last little video, and it goes in the theme of thanking the teachers. And it's a video again that you helped create. All right. Last video, teacher. Silence. And we thank the teachers.
I've met millions of my friends. Jaden, Riley, Emma, Maddie, Landon, all of my friends are in my classroom. But the greatest thing about that classroom right over there, my teacher was Val. My favorite memory this year was doing my 5K from Girls in the Red and donating to Shriners Hospital. I'd like to thank the students for helping me remember things that I usually forget. It's not a secret because of my teachers making it part of it, he helped me my reading, my writing, and living. Because of my teacher, I feel more comfortable to present my own. In this McCarter, I'm better at math. I went to ISO and I called for people to me to teach me how to work. Miss Peterson and Miss Anibani. Miss Peterson taught me the main war, and Miss Anibani taught me a lot of different languages, how to write, so and mental problems. Because of my teacher, I now know how to multiply and divide fractions. In writing workshop, we did a lesson and we got to because of my teacher, you're good at math and you're in college always. My favorite memory of this year was the new students that came to school because I made many friends. Because of my teacher, my teacher, I feel happy.
You say, because of my teacher, I feel a vacation. She's nice. Why is she nice?
She helps me and it makes me happy.
When you see this in twos, how do you feel about her? What?
Lots and I feel fun to walk.
This is your girl, love.
Because of my teacher. I feel good. Because I love her.
Our relationship is starting with that.
All right, Green Valley. We wish you a fantastic summer. Be safe, and we'll see you in August. Thank you so much, everyone.